Some people do not like Monday morning. They don't like the beginning of the week. And I am not one of them. I love Monday morning because it gives me an opportunity to go back at it. Now, it's not that I don't do work even on the weekends and I'm not thinking about what I do, because frankly, I love what I do and I don't think of it as work. But Monday morning is when the game begins. It's when the players are on the field. It's when the score counts. It's when the plays count. And it's when you can get in and you can do your best work and you can demonstrate that you're a true champion. You've got to look at each week as an opportunity to start anew. In fact, I look at every day that way. And I believe that if you can approach the beginning of the week like it's the first day on the job, like it's the first day of the business, like you have all of the resources you need, you have all the capital you need, you have clients eager to work with you, you have a great team, and all you have to do is apply your best and maintain the right attitude. Deal with the challenges and circumstances that surface like a master, like a champion, and then you'll have a great day, you'll have a great week, and you'll have a great month. This is your week. This is your week to demonstrate that you are a true champion. So think of it as a fresh opportunity to take the field, to work diligently, to not only demonstrate fundamentals, but to demonstrate how a master performs. I've had times in my life where I've worked in situations, particularly as an entrepreneur, where Monday morning the stakes were very high. There was something that had to get done that week. There were challenges to the business. There were threats to the business. And I could either sleep in late and worry about those things and be concerned about them and wonder, why is it happening to me? Or I could go at it with a different attitude. I could approach it like it was brand new. I could get the right ideas in my mind, the right plans on paper, the right energy, the right focus, and the right commitment to getting those things done that could be done. If you're a small company, for example, and you're working in a field where there are large companies, large dominant companies, large well-capitalized companies, you have no choice but to have that attitude. You have to go at it with that attitude, and you have to know that even though there are big challenges, you can become bigger. Even though there might be big problems, there can be big solutions to those big problems. And it all begins up here. It begins with the way you think about what you do, the approach you take towards your work, and your commitment to getting it done. I can remember situations where we needed revenue, we needed opportunity, we had bills to pay, we had situations to address, and things were just not happening. And I would have to go in and say, okay, what am I going to do today? What are we going to focus on today? How am I going to get the people who are working with me to stay aligned with this idea that we can still do it despite the difficulties? What am I going to do? Who am I going to call? What effort am I going to apply? What approach am I going to take? Am I going to try that prospect again? Am I going to get in the car and show up? Am I going to see if there's another approach I can take? Well, often when I would do this, I would get into such a zone that I would forget about the difficulties, and I would forget about the pressing matters and the pressing issues. And I would get into the idea of, how do I serve this client? How do I come up with a new idea for them? How do I present this in a way where they really see the vision that I see? And I think that that is one of the keys, to get immersed in the detail. Get immersed into what you're doing. Not the negatives, not what you don't have, not the fact that you don't have the capital and you've got bills to pay and things are really pressing and deadlines are approaching and all that. Not that, but the quality of what you're doing, the work that you're doing. And as you begin to focus in that way, what will happen is those things will start to come together and unfold. I can remember one meeting I went to and I was so focused on the proposal and shaping it the right way and thinking about what we could really do that when we sat down in the meeting, there wasn't even a question about whether we could do this as a company from the prospect that we were talking to. They began to talk like, okay, well, here's what we would do first and here's what we would do second, and we're glad that you're able to do this, and what's our next step? And I would think, well, what's our next step? Well, we just have to get you to sign the contract and give us the first payment, and we're ready to go. And they would say, okay, let's work that out. Let's get that done. And it would be just as simple as that. Now, if I had gone in focused on the problem and focused on, wow, I hope this happens, and I hope we can overcome this, and I hope this comes together on time, I would have been focused in the wrong area, and perhaps I would have sent the wrong energy in that meeting, and they would have said, well, we're still looking at some others, or there's some other evaluations going on, and so forth. But that isn't what happened, because I found myself involved in believing that I can do it, feeling that I could do it, and focusing on doing it rather than the obstacle. Well, that's what I want you to do this week. I want you to look at this week as a fresh opportunity to serve new clients, a fresh opportunity to find new clients, a fresh opportunity to restore client relationships, a fresh opportunity to get the payment in, the contract in, a fresh opportunity to propose something bigger than you've ever proposed before, a fresh opportunity to tackle something that you might have been resistant in doing. But if you do, it will open up new opportunities for you. And you might even wonder, why haven't I done this? Well, you haven't done it because you are just not focused on pushing every button and moving every lever with the right attitude. But if you do it with the right attitude, what will happen for you is you will get some success, you will have unexpected success, and you'll have a succession of things that will happen for you that will be very positive. It has happened for me, and it can happen for you. It's about believing that today, this week, this moment is your moment. I believe it's your week. I know it's certainly my week, and I look forward to hearing about your successes that occur in your business and in your life this week. If you like this tip, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you like it. Share it with someone in your network. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel, and I will see you next time.